Hey, good one. Hey, man. Hey. So we're just getting to the open of the show now, okay?
This week, the rock show that crashed and burned before its time. Unless you were on the West Coast, you didn't get to see it. But we've got it for you. A half hour of what he said, what she said, and a backstage pass to the sights and sounds and fireworks that was Hole and Marilyn Manson. Hi, I'm John Norris, and welcome to a very special edition of 1515 on what has turned out to be the final night of the infamous Hole Marilyn Manson tour. Well, it was supposed to be a 2-month rock explosion, but it turned out instead to be a 2-week implosion. As after this hometown show here at the Forum in Los Angeles, Courtney Love and Hole will go their separate ways. So, what happened? Was it all about money, about the crowds, or about the onstage dissing night after night, or maybe a little of each? We spoke to the fans and to the feuding pair. Have you been following what's been going on between Hole and Manson? You know it's her last show.
Yes, that's why I'm wearing my baby doll dress.
I've loved Courtney my whole entire life. I think that her leaving the tour with Manson is better for her because she's always been somebody to want to do things the way she wants to do them.
If you look around, the people here are all kind of eager to see Marilyn Manson, even though Hole is quite entertaining.
Courtney bad, Manson good. Hole is all about glam. She is setting the trend. Manson is fine, but you know what? It's all about Hole.
She should have her own concert, though, with her own people, though, so there's no dispute. Because I think that's very important. You can't mix these kind of audiences.
I think that this was a really great idea, and I think it was a mistake. And I would rather call it now and save myself the wear and tear and walking around with clown hair and like wearing a clown suit and like just big clown lips and a clown nose and a giant sign that just says bitch.
That sounds like it would be entertaining. That might have saved the show.
The show started off on a promising note, one of the most exciting, if volatile, pairings in years, as Hole and Marilyn Manson's tour got underway February 28th in Spokane, Washington. But from night number 1, there was back-and-forth sniping, both in the press and on stage.
Did you guys have time to take a nap during Hole?
When we're done, some guy with a blue head is going to come on with a big sign that says drugs.
Manson's makeup was just one target of Courtney's jabs. She also knocked his use of pyro and his alleged lip-syncing. While from Manson, there were plastic surgeon cracks and remarks about Courtney's age.
And I show pity for the older people on this tour. The grandmothers.
Tonight he made another, like, grandma crack.
He said a grandma. That guy is a year and a half younger than me.
Is it right?
Yeah. Okay, so if I'm grandma, he's grandpa.
Do you think you've ever gone too far? Any of the things you've said toward her, about her? I mean, someone told me that you said something, kind of a reference to Kurt a few nights ago on stage.
It could be looked at that way, but, you know, I'm not looking to ever hurt her feelings, you know. I think, you know, I'm not a vindictive person. I'm not someone that likes to just see other people suffer for no reason. But if, you know, if she said something about me, I'm going to say something back, and I know what pushes her buttons.
A major button pusher for Courtney was their financial arrangement. Per their contract as tour co-headliners, Hole, whose own show is fairly low-tech, were expected to pay for 1/2 of Manson's considerable production costs.
We have to split this thing 50-50, so every time that Brian wants a new light, he gets a new light. And every time he wants 9 more kabuki screens, he gets 9 more kabuki screens. And every time he wants a cannon, we have to pay for the cannon, and it's sort of out of control. It's like this raging production that we're paying for, and we have a little bit of glitter.
I had to pay for her yoga teacher and her personal chef also, so, you know.
As playful sparring continued, even Manson's fiancée, actress Rose McGowan, was a point of contention.
There's some friction now and then.
Yeah. I wondered if she ever had to run interference between you and Courtney.
No, I've had to run interference between the two of them.
He told us that he's had to kind of separate you and Rose, I guess, when she's been on the road, that you guys don't exactly get along. Rose, his girlfriend.
Is that the actress?
Yeah.
No, I honestly don't know her. I mean...
Yeah, Rose McGowan.
Was she in... what? I don't know who she is.
You're lying.
I'm not. What? She has black hair and big butts, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it kind of turned up.
Yeah, cute nose. Yeah.
Sort of turned up, though, right? I don't even know her.
Oh.
I didn't even know who she was when you said it. That's his girlfriend, right? There's all sorts
So
of
there's
chicks
not a
around.
problem between you guys?
Well, there's all these chicks around all the time.
Right.
I mean, how can I distinguish?
Well, I think she's kind of special. I don't think she's...
Is
just,
she?
Well, to him.
Well, there's a lot of chicks around him all the time, and they all have black hair and little turned up
my.
noses.
Catty comments aside, maybe these two bands, the apparently newly wholesome Hole and the unapologetically hard-living Manson, really are not meant to be around one another.
There's not a good integration of, like, our fans that aren't allowed to come because parents are scared of, you know, of Brian and his burning cross and all his iconic craziness. So that's a real problem.
I think that might be a little bit of a cop-out. I think that Hole has just as many elements that parents would find offensive.
When he bends over and shows his ass in a cop uniform, you laugh. It's funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny in a gross wrestling way, but I've laughed.
Right.
And the other night, you know, Twiggy vomited on stage, and I was just like, you know what? I mean, I'm on a tour where people are vomiting on stage.
The drugs, but the drugs like me.
The culture around the drug that they use makes people weird. Different. It's just different.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Tom, why is it so forbidden to say? They talk about it all the time. They do a lot of coke.
Right.
And it's really 70s, and it's really like, it turns people into like amoral porno watchers who make bad jokes.
Have drugs or you know, your band's drug use been an issue for Courtney and a source of problems for you guys?
Well, I'm not sure. It seems that she's made some kind of statement saying
she can't have Francis come out on the road.
Fair enough. I think there's a real ugly irony in just even the whole question itself that, you know, I don't even want to bring up her past. I think it's just fair to say that pointing a finger at someone else is inappropriate in this situation.
It's not a personal thing. It's not about him. It's not about them. I like them, and they amuse me every night.
We're both happy because it just was something that didn't work out. It was like The Parent Trap, if you've ever seen that movie, when they tried to get the parents back together and it wasn't working. But this one didn't have a happy ending because I'm not Dennis Quaid. So.
Manson and Courtney, the saga will no doubt continue. We will certainly continue on with this edition of 1515. Still to come, a boys' night out in the town with the members of Hole and Manson. And right after this, we'll go all access backstage with Hole. Stick around. Welcome back to 1515.
She's a rose garden tonight.
Now, I have a lot of hometowns on the West Coast, Seattle, Portland, LA, and San Francisco, and there's Tom Wally. Hi, Tom Wally. I need to talk to you, son. Later. Okay.
So this is kind of a hometown show.
Yeah, but in Portland, I had a really horrible time, and so tonight we're just not going to acknowledge the hometown part, right?
We're celebrating Hole.
John, will you give me $1,000 if I don't smart off tonight? My goal for the night.
Absolutely. I would love to see
I'm not going
that.
to try and sass the audience. We're just going to play. We're going to smart off with some music.
It's a challenge. We'll see if it can happen. All right, I'm going to actually walk with Hole to the stage, so if they allow me. All right. Okay.
I'm not talking tonight. I'll say hi. That's all I'll do.
So, Melissa, at this point, are you, like, nervous, cool,
Yes,
excited? You are a superhero.
I'm saving the day. I don't like us going out till the lights are out.
Wait, yeah, we gotta wait.
There you go. Sounds good. How have they been so far, Sam? Are they like...
So far, so good.
Yeah? I mean, you guys don't have to win them over?
What?
You guys don't have to win the crowds
really.
over?
It's a lot of guys, but it's really easy. It's pretty easy. Yeah, it's not as hard as some people might think. I don't think. One night, Portland was hard, but the rest of them were... Let me shut up.
All right. Have a good one, guys. All right, Holt. Of course, we knew this tour was going to have some drama. We wanted to capture behind-the-scenes drama, so we handed a camera to Holt to capture their highlights.
You ready?
African-American Holt fan right here, baby. That's right.
That dog is looking for drugs. You know that?
Let's take the dog to Marilyn's room.
I don't like the drugs, but the drugs like him. Don't like the drugs.
Why doesn't Manson use a shower head for singing?
I don't like the drugs.
The aliens have asked me to return from the bathtub to find myself in a greater place of unknown insanity. The Marilyn Manson Tour, whole tour, 1999.
Let's take a little song of love, hate, sex.
Oh my God, you're even fancier than you were on stage. I can't believe it. Keep the man with the cowboy hat away from me.
Consider it done.
Getting ready to go on stage, and all I got to say about inspiration before I go on stage is this. Ew, Sam. No. Bad girl. No! Oh my God, those are lighters. Right. Oh my God. That's what we get for being girls in a rock band. Road crew people show us there.
I just don't know whether I can get up there anymore. I mean, I'm turning into a vegetable.
This is what we do 5 minutes before the show. Sam gets anyone she can to rub her arms. And then, Eric, what do you do for your pre-show preparation? And we'll have to go check in on the lady to see what she does. Her time.
Hey, good show?
What?
Good show? You played a little more of an encore?
You smell that beer? That's the
Oh, I do smell
covering
it.
me with beer because I quit. She took my drive. Knocked my symbols over. I had a regression.
And I didn't hear any snide remarks, Courtney, so does that mean I owe you $1,000?
No, I want to get through a whole show without a full sentence.
A full sentence, okay.
Like a hi, thank you, good night. So that didn't count because I picked on the goth girl.
Oh, okay.
Did you see her though? She was like...
What's this? What is this now? Oh, okay. Oh, yes, he certainly is.
Pink leather pants. Pink leather pants. It's all about pink leather pants in San Francisco.
Pink is a good hall color anyway, right? All right, well, stick around because 50-50 continues because we've got...
We could take you for a tour for our lingerie drawer.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, my dear. And coming up...
That's not him, but he's all right, too.
And they've got friends everywhere. We've got a boys' night out on the town with, including this guy, actually. Stick around. The Monster Magnet, Hall Manson, Skid Tour. Welcome back to 1515, coming to you from the now defunct Hall Marilyn Manson tour. You know, money, crowds, dissing on stage, all those things came into play in Courtney Love's decision to leave this tour. But none of that takes away from the fact that both these bands put on great performances. And in the case of Manson, it's a total assault on the senses.
Marilyn, I thought, put on a good show. His heart seems to be into it, you know?
Yeah.
He gives you your money's worth.
I think Manson put on a rockin', more extravagant, but Paul and Courtney put on a more intimate show.
Marilyn Manson was my true passion, but I love Courtney now.
I don't care who says Courtney sold out, whatever. She rocked.
They may have left this tour. Courtney Love assures us they will be out on the road again very soon. Speaking of Hall, we figured it might get a little lonely being the only guy in a band that's otherwise all women. So when the tour was in San Francisco, we took Eric Erlandson from Hall out on the town along with Twiggy Ramirez from Manson and Dave Windorf from Monster Magnet. It was a little boys' night out. Have a look.
This first stop, as I understand it anyway, is Champagne Lounge.
I remember you said before that you're like sort of always drawn toward kind of the most neurotic girl in the room.
Yeah, and then I found the one.
The one who can top them
yeah,
all.
now I don't go for that anymore.
Yeah.
It's a real sensitive moment going on.
Yeah, this is really sensitive.
We like the same kind of girls.
Have you actually been with the same people on different occasions? At the same time?
Yeah. Same day.
Did you get all rock star with all the ladies?
No, all these ladies that drive me crazy. I think we've arrived, yes. The world-class gentleman's club.
Pigs. This is no way kidding around. We're going in to watch Ink and Women dance. I'm feeling a lot more comfortable here than I did the other place.
Yeah.
I do think we need to get some whiskey.
It's a good thing that you guys are pretty much confirmed bachelors at this point, I guess. Right? True?
No, that's my little sister.
Is that right? This is not good. Eric was talking about going to this goth club after this.
What for? Listen, we got whiskey on the way. What was the name again? Marisma? We got Marisma, and we got Rat playing. Who is it?
This is that band that plays with the cover. Yeah, but it's not Depeche Mode. It's like a cover of Depeche Mode.
This band Orgy sucks.
Orgy.
I'm getting drunk now.
So, off to this goth club. Into that.
Interestingly enough, I bet the intelligence level dropped about 49%. The people that we were in the strip club with, the girl I was talking to was an art major. She's a sculptress, and she's about to graduate. She's really, really smart.
Ooh, scary people death. Come on, let's go.
Certainly is some contrast between the Gold Club and the Bubble Room. At least we've shown you some variety.
It was bubbly, and then it got gold, and then it got black.
Time to let you guys go. I think it's curfew time here.
A celebration of life as we know it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Why do I have this feeling they're headed back to the strip club from here? So that is going to do it for this edition of 1515. There really are rock stars after all. Courtney, Manson, a tour that was talked about and written about, and a tour that's definitely going to go down in the history books. We'll see you soon. Being violated by...
Said the word hole.
Exactly. It's just like Pavlovian. Excited, nervous? How are you at this point before the show?
Violent.
Yes? Okay. I'll keep my distance.
Sexually aroused. Pink trousers.
I thought they would work. I thought pink would work.
Hey, it's Carson. That was MTV News.